big NDA manifesto out for the poll-bound state. NDA's 25 promises from Viksit Bharat, promises for women, youth, MSMEs, assistance of 2 lakh to women, over 1 crore government jobs. The Chief Minister will provide assistance of up to 2 lakh rupees for women under the Women's Employment Scheme. Women's prosperity, self-reliance, we will make 1 crore women Lakhpati Didis. Women's prosperity and reliance, we will work towards identifying women and entrepreneurs, and they will be made millionaires through various schemes of the government. Also, a series of promises that have been made as far as the backward classes are concerned. We will provide assistance, the NDA has said, of 10 lakh to various business groups of the most backward classes. Economic and social strength for the most backward classes as well. That's what it has been said in the manifesto. Pictures of the release today on your screens at this point in time. A high-level committee headed by a retired Supreme Court judge to assess the socio and economic status of various castes of the most backward classes and recommend appropriate steps to the government for their empowerment. That's the story we are breaking at this hour as far as the 25 promises for the people of Bihar here is concerned. It's the release of the manifesto. The big highlights here: over 1 crore government jobs promises the NDA, and assistance of up to 2 lakh rupees to women who've traditionally gone with Nitish Kumar, voted in favor of Nitish Kumar. Also addressing or making an attempt to address the issue of unemployment in the state of Bihar, something that is being raised by political leaders across the political spectrum. I'm going straight across to Maria and my colleague Preeti, and both of them in fact are in Bihar tracking that big story. 2 big promises. One, of course, the assistance for women, a co-vote bank. Preeti, Maria, the second one is of course on jobs, creation of employment opportunities.
Yes, these are the promises which have been made by the NDA earlier. So it's essentially find a mention in the manifesto. So it's a formalization of the promises. That's how I see it. But yes, Preeti and I are here at the Moria Hotel. This is where the big manifesto release of the NDA has just happened a few minutes ago. It was a show of strength where JP Nadda, the BJP president, Nitish Kumar, the JDU president, Chirag Paswan, the LJP chief, and other smaller parties, which is of Upendra Kushwaha and Jitan Ram Manji, all of them present on the dais. No questions taken, but it was about photo opportunity. Sending a message of unity. But is that really communicated is the big question. But Preeti, a word on the Mahila vote, because you have been traveling Bihar and both of us have been seeing this very important constituency, you know, that is the Mahila of Bihar. Which way is the Mahila?
Well, you know, Maria, before we get down to the Mahila vote, one thing, and I'm sure you also saw that, and one needs to draw a comparison. Whether or not it will project a big sense of unity, we'll know. But in politics, optics is everything, especially when you're just days away from the first phase of election. If the NDA's manifesto was announced with all the stars of the NDA on one dais, mind you, these are the times where you have the Mahagathbandhan, Maria, that is actually playing on the vulnerability of the NDA of not being able to announce a chief ministerial face. You had Nitish Kumar, you had JP Nadda, you had everyone on one stage. Juxtapose that, Maria, at one level, and you know, as somebody who studied Bihar, you'd know how important optics are. Juxtapose it with what happened when the Mahagathbandhan announced their manifesto. There was just one lone person, and that was just that. And the entire manifesto was Tejasvi Sankalp Patra, did not find mention of the Mahagathbandhan. So, you know, what don't you... If you put both of them together, such stark comparisons where optics are concerned.
So from Pran Patra of Tejasvi to NDA Sankalp Patra, who is appearing to be more united? Aishwarya is also with us. Aishwarya has been traveling across the state, was in Siwan only yesterday speaking to one of the crucial candidates in this election. and of course a Bahubali in his own right. But Aishwarya, in terms of optics, do you think the NDA got the optics right?
Well, definitely, because the question that almost everyone is now asking, we all saw those images, those pictures of Rahul Gandhi, riding the bike with Tejasvi Yadav. We saw them in the car. But the big question now is, where exactly is Rahul Gandhi? And more than that, people are also saying, what do you mean by this friendly fight? You either keep the seat with you or you give the seat to the one who's actually asking for it. If we speak about the NDA, then we have seen how deliberations went on for quite some time. But they are very clear that this is our seat. This is the seat on which the other person at the moment is fighting for. So that clarity is something which has come out very, very clearly. And also the NDA believes that it is this confusion in the in the opposition side that they are playing on clearly. They also believe that you need to be very, very clear. You cannot be sitting in the national capital and deciding what will happen in Bihar.
And Aishwarya, interestingly, in 2020, Preeti, the JDU and the BJP released separate manifestos. Today was the day of Sankalp Patra. So is there a signaling also now that they have to send a message that Nitish Kumar is the face of the alliance and they cannot afford to send a message of any confusion, because that will lead to absence of vote transfer, whether the JDU vote bank transfer to the BJP will happen at all or not.
But Maria, I think for the both of you who follow the BJP and the NDA, would have a better answer to that, because I'll pose some questions here. If that was the case, if the case was to put forth a united image and suggest that you have Nitish Kumar, who is going to be our chief ministerial face, and all that the opposition is going on about, that come the final day of counting, and if at all the NDA gets Purna Bahumat, full majority, then it will be not Nitish Kumar but a BJP. That's what they are saying. Now, the BJP has had ample opportunity. Let's hark back to, not even very far off, let's hark back to the Prime Minister's speech yesterday, where he had an opportunity once again to clarify whether or not it will be Nitish Kumar who will be the chief ministerial face. He didn't say that. He said, "Jab NDA ka Mukhyamantri banega." More so, he also added a caveat in this when he said कि जब NDA का मुख्यमंत्री बनेगा तब विकास शुरू होगा. तो अब तक क्या था? These are the loopholes that will be exploited by the Mahagathbandhan. And tell me, because I've been wanting to know this on my own, because I feel, there's a dichotomy here. You have Nitish Kumar on this dais, you're projecting the United Front, you're scared that vote transfer might not happen if you don't put your weight behind Nitish Kumar, but you're still dithering from saying it. Clearly, there is a strategy behind it. What is the strategy, Maria?
Yes, and evidently, even in today's optics, I would say, because Aishwarya and I were present there, we were expecting a press conference. There was no press conference. It was only about the leaders arriving on the dais, standing with the manifesto, and then the manifesto release was over. Then came Samrat Chaudhary, the Deputy Chief Minister and the face of the BJP in Bihar, and he did the press conference. He explained the takeaways or the big talking points from that manifesto.
Can I ask you one more
Yes,
question?
please.
And I want to ask the both of you, because you were there. So other than the fact that, the question that I posed, what about Maria? Why didn't, again, what will heighten, the attack of the Mahagathbandhan is that Nitish Kumar did not say a word today.
Yes, absolutely. There are a lot of questions, Preeti. And if we look at the overall imagery also, on one hand, it's clear that it is Tejasvi Yadav, and that's why it's Tejasvi Pranapat. On the other hand, the BJP leadership is saying that this election is being fought under the netritva of Nitish Kumar. What will happen in future is not clear.
Well, we all remember Maharashtra, so let's all,
Pradesh as well.
yes, let's all just keep in mind the history of what we have seen over the past few states. Let's just keep in mind what happened in Maharashtra, what happened in Madhya Pradesh, what happened in Rajasthan. So with that background, Preeti, just look at the image that you are seeing today. The person around whom this entire election at the moment is being fought is Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The BJP understands that.
Even I disagree with you, Aishwarya. This election, the central force, the central pillar of this election is Nitish Kumar. 2020 Bihar and 2025 Bihar are very different. This election is about whether it is about electing Nitish or defeating Nitish. It's either way, it's about Nitish Kumar, the Chief Minister of Bihar for 20 long years.
And why I differ from you, Aishwarya, is because what happened in Madhya Pradesh, what happened in Rajasthan was very, very different than what is playing out here. I think Nitish is someone who is the fulcrum of this election, where the NDA the agenda of the NDA or what the NDA is going ahead with. It cannot, you can't compare it to, I think, a Rajasthan or a Madhya Pradesh at this point of time. So I really want to know, because what is deeply intriguing, and it's what both of you have reflected on, there's a dichotomy. You didn't have Nitish Kumar that spoke today, while you had all leaders present. So once again, Nobody spoke. Nobody, but Samrat Chaudhary did. Exactly. But when you have the chief ministerial face of the Mahagathbandhan, why did Nitish Kumar not speak? Now what will happen is the Mahagathbandhan will once again raise the bogey, if it is a bogey, of the health of Nitish Kumar at all. And then on the contrary, you will have the same old questions asked. Why wasn't chief ministerial face announced at least now?
Okay, let's a quick word and
I
then
will-
I'll bring in the guests.
But one of the politicians, Preeti, someone very senior, told me that in our household, when someone is a little older, you have the sympathy factor. Let's not forget that. So that is something which JDU leaders as well as BJP very, very clearly understand. So let me tell you, this entire thing that Nitish Kumar is not well, it did not start in Bihar. It started in the national capital. There were some murmurs that actually started in the national capital, then traveled to Bihar. So this is politics that we are seeing. I will still stick my neck out and tell you, just keep Maharashtra in mind. Yes, you are right. Nitish Kumar, at least in Bihar, is the focal point. But Prime Minister's rally and the fact that no official announcement has been made, there is a story which is playing. In fact, let me tell you. Yes. And also, yes. Let me tell you, Maria, something that someone just told me. Maybe the real election in Bihar will begin after the 14th of November.
Absolutely. Whether Nitish Kumar will continue to be in the chief minister's chair is the big question, and that the answer of which, and how long will he be in the chief minister's chair if the NDA were to get the numbers.